We're back now with fresh controversy surrounding Whoopi Goldberg. It's spilling over from comments she made almost a year ago, saying the Holocaust was not about race. She was widely condemned then and apologized, but she just made similar comments again in a new interview.
Since its inception, The View has been a staple of daytime television, providing a platform for diverse perspectives on current events, pop culture, and social issues. Over the years, the show has seen a rotating cast of hosts, who have each left their unique mark on the program. One of the most influential and controversial figures on the show's history has undoubtedly been Whoopi Goldberg. With her candid opinions, unapologetic demeanor, and fearless approach to discussing contentious topics, it seems Goldberg has affected The View in a more negative way, with the show taking a break recently from its activities, all thanks to Whoopi. So how did Whoopi destroy The View show? Stick around as we reveal it in this video. Over the years, the dynamism among the hosts of The View show seems to have taken a darker turn, catching the attention of loyal fans who have enjoyed the unfiltered opinions and entertaining disagreements for a long time. One particularly intense confrontation involved Whoopi Goldberg, the show's prominent host, engaging in a heated argument with her fellow co-hosts. This dramatic showdown captivated viewers and had them glued to their screens. The fiery debate was over the behavior of country music sensation Miranda Lambert towards her fans during her Las Vegas residency concert on July 15th. During the performance, some fans were seen taking selfies when the singer paused her performance to express her dissatisfaction at their conduct. While discussing the issue on the show, co-host Sunny Hostin found herself on the opposite side of the argument with Whoopi.
I'm going to stop right here for a sec, Danny. I'm sorry. These girls are worried about their selfie and not listening to the song. It's pissing me off a little bit.
Supporting the concert goer's right to take pictures during performances, Sunny asserted that, if I pay $757 for tickets, I'm going to take as many selfies as I want. Whoopi countered with this sentiment by fiercely advocating for respect towards performers. If you're going to spend $750 to come to my concert, then give me the respect of watching me while I do my thing. Or don't come, she asserted, adding a dramatic touch to the debate by abruptly getting up from her seat and heading towards the audience.
I'm sorry,
you know
just
what?
me.
Stay home. If you're going to
me.
spend $750,000 to come, $750 to come to my concert, then give me the respect of watching me while I'm doing my thing. Or don't come.
On her way, Whoopi addressed Sunny's preference for preserving concert memories through photos. Turn on the television, girl, she retorted. The unexpected departure left her co-hosts and viewers stunned. But that was not the first time Goldberg has been rude to her fellow co-hosts. The show, known for its blend of politics and daytime entertainment, reached a heated moment during a debate about Amy Coney Barrett's potential Supreme Court nomination in 2020. Strong opinions and sparks flew during the discussion. The show's moderator, Whoopi Goldberg, handled the situation less gracefully. Amid the passionate verbal exchange, co-host Meghan McCain passionately defended Judge Brett Kavanaugh and criticized Democrats, one of whom was Amy Coney Barrett. However, when co-host Sarah Haynes tried to share her perspective, Whoopi Goldberg's intervention was condescending. She abruptly commanded everyone to stop yelling. Everybody stop! With an air of authority that seemed intimidating as she threw the show to a commercial. Her words seemed to imply that only she possessed the wisdom to silence the multitude of opinions, while the other co-hosts' voices faded into the background.
A lot of them have to do with the policies. A lot of them have to do with what's going on in their countries and the lack of support from Mexico. It's a much bigger problem.
It's worth noting that the conversation on The View, although may enter uncomfortable territory, gains its magnetic appeal for fans due to the passionate banter and open expression of opinions. In a world where political discussions often avoid sensitive subjects, the show's hosts have become known for their boldness, their willingness to engage in deep political discourse, even leading to heated debates at times, is what keeps audiences engaged. Meanwhile, Goldberg, who has been acting as moderator over these intense conversations, has also been involved in a similar situation, even far worse. In 2022, she made some highly contentious statements about the Holocaust, an incredibly sensitive historical tragedy that continues to haunt the world, during their discussion about a Tennessee school board that had removed from the curriculum Maus, a graphic novel about the Shoah. Goldberg's comments weren't just provocative, they were inflammatory. She claimed that the Holocaust, which tragically claimed over 6 million Jewish lives, was not a matter of race, but rather an example of humanity's cruelty towards one another. Let's be truthful, the Holocaust isn't about race. It's not. It's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about, she said. Needless to say, her words were met with significant backlash. The impact of Whoopi's audacious remarks spread rapidly, creating a buzz and leaving many stunned. She didn't just skirt the edges of controversy. She plunged headlong into the turbulent waters of historical sensitivity, causing a storm that could take years to settle. This ignited outrage and disbelief from all corners of the world. Those who heard her couldn't fathom that she had reduced one of the darkest periods in human history to a single sentence. The drama didn't end there, as ABC News didn't take the situation lightly. The president of the news house, Kim Godwin, released a statement immediately stating that the U.S. talk show host has been suspended from The View for about 2 weeks for this action. Effective immediately, I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful comments. While Whoopi has apologized, I've asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her comments. The entire ABC News organization stands in solidarity with our Jewish colleagues, friends, family, and communities, Kim Godwin wrote in the statement. However, Goldberg hasn't been rude to her fellow co-hosts alone. The guests on the show aren't spared from her lashing. She is well known for verbally attacking guests during the show. One of the prominent ones was the clash between herself and Jeanine Pirro. In a 2018 episode of The View, Goldberg and Jeanine Pirro, a fiery TV judge, engaged in an intense back and forth. Pirro was seen accusing Goldberg of having an extreme on-air bias as a result of her vocal opposition to former President Donald Trump. As they both discussed on their subsequent networks, the chaos reportedly continued backstage, with both women indicating that they cursed at each other before Pirro left the set. She started cursing at me, Pirro said at the time. Goldberg confirmed that she said to her a few choice words that I cannot repeat. The following year, in an interview with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live, Goldberg subtly mentioned that she hadn't bothered to communicate with Jeanine Pirro since that incident. If there's something intelligent that she has to bring to the show, I'm sure they will book her. I don't book the show. I work there. I get a very interesting paycheck, she said.
I've not spoken to Jeanine. There's no reason to. And if there is something that is intelligent that she has to bring to the show, I'm sure they will book her. I don't book the show. I work there. I get a very interesting paycheck.
Fast forward to 2023, which is 4 years after the incident, and Goldberg still doesn't have time for Pirro. During one of her View Live Hot Topic chats, Sunny mentions the presence of Jeanine Pirro on the show during their conversation. I don't care, Goldberg responded, as the audience laughed. Furthermore, the show hosts also embarked in an abusive rampage on Jason Aldean over his controversial Try That in a Small Town song. The song lyrics ignited a clash between small-town values and urban perspectives, causing a flurry of backlash, and Goldberg and her leagues aren't exception.
There are lyrics in the song, and I think, he talks about life in a small town, and it's different, and he shows these images. He's got folks.
The hosts engaged in fierce exchanges, with Goldberg taking a swipe at the song's content and noting the challenge of discussing topics like Black Lives Matter. She said, "You just have to realize that when you make it about Black Lives Matter, people kind of say, well, you aren't talking about black people. What are you talking about here?" Joined by her co-hosts Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin, Goldberg's sentiments strongly echoed their criticism. Both relentlessly slammed the song and called it deplorable and annoying. Their candid review reverberated across the entertainment landscape, sparking a range of reactions from fans who found the hosts' comments ridiculous. Meanwhile, Goldberg had defended Bill Cosby in July 2015 amid multiple accusations against him, declaring the disgraced comedian innocent until proven guilty. After several backlash, Goldberg changed her stance during an appearance on ABC News later that month. "It looks bad, Bill," she told ABC's chief legal affairs anchor, Dan Abrams, addressing the disgraced actor through the camera. "Either speak up or shut up, because people know now that there's a lot more out there than they thought." In the midst of this turmoil, some fans began to lay blame on Whoopi for supposedly ruining the show and even causing its alleged cancellation. Whoopi, known for her candid and impulsive nature, always speaks before contemplating the consequences of her words. And this personality has generated a high degree of negative image for the former actress, and likewise for The View. What's your take on Goldberg's behavior and its impact on The View? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any updates as we prepare more news for you. See you soon.